I think the first thing that caught my attention when I first met Tony is just his face. I feel like he always has a baby face, and I think that makes him the cutest person in the world. But I also feel like the other thing that caught me was just his calm demeanor.
So my first impression of Kabao, I thought she was pretty cute. Her skin was actually pretty pale. Everybody who I told, I was like, they would always ask me who my crush was, because that's who your friends always talk about, right? Oh, who's your crush? You just got into high school. Is there any girls that you like? And then I always told them, oh yeah, this girl. And I would just say like the girl that looks pretty pale, and they would know who it is, because there's only like a few girls who are that pale. But yeah, she was pretty cute. That's my first impression of her. And I thought she was older than me. I thought she was a sophomore at first, and actually turned out that she was in the same grade as me, but she was held back. So that's why. But I knew my impressions were right of her being older than me.
3 words I would use to describe Tony. First one is funny, second one is generous, and third one would be materialistic.
I would say strong, patient, and loving. And I say strong because even during our tough times, she was there for me, even at the lowest moments. And when she was at her lowest moment, she would never give up. So I'd say she's pretty strong. Any adversity she goes through, she always, finds a way to get through that, I would say. And I say patient because she's very patient with me. I know there's a lot of things that I always do like last minute, but she's always gonna stick through with it, always be patient. And then the last one was loving, because she loves both like unconditional and conditional love. And that's why I say loving.
One thing that Tony does that he never realizes that he does is when he's laying on the bed on his stomach, he likes to swing his legs up, like he'll lift them up and then he'll swing them as if he was a little kid laying down on the bed on his stomach. And I think that's like the cutest thing ever. And he never realized he did that until I mentioned it one day. I was like, you do that a lot. And he's like, I never knew that. So it's just kind of funny, but I think it's the cutest thing that he does that he never realized he did.
For that question, I think it's pretty hard. I think she already knows this, but she doesn't get enough credit for it. And I would say planning. She's always on top of her stuff, and she always wants me to be on top of my stuff. And of course, guys, we're always doing last minute stuff. So, of course, she always takes care of all the planning that I need to do or that I should be doing. So I appreciate her doing that.
I think I realized it later on, like probably in college was probably when I really started realizing that I really loved this guy. We dated all through high school and we always told each other like, I love you. But in college, that was when I really realized that I really love this guy, because I was a broke college student. I didn't have my own car, and he was just there through it all. He would pick me up from school, he would buy me food, he would just provide a lot for me, and that just showed me like how much he cares for me and how dependable he can be.
I would say probably in her college years, probably like her sophomore year, because that was when things got pretty tough, right? She's mainly focused in her schoolwork and I'm working, so it's like harder to find time to hang out and do stuff together. And then there were times where like we had to take a break because there's some miscommunication and things were clicking. But then as you've been together long enough, you figure out how to work things through. And that's when I was like, you know, it's good that she's able to communicate with me, like our problems and stuff like that. So that's when I knew, like, this is the one. I can't let this go. Because there's not a lot of people out there that can or is able to compromise and, you know, work through whatever problems they have, because that's just life too. It's full of problems that you just have to figure out how to solve it. And that's when I knew she was the one for me.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, yep, you can drop it. Ready? Yep. Go from there. Okay, you can turn around. Or you want me to pat your shoulder? I can pat. You're so ugly.
Wow.
Wow. You're checking out.
You gotta do a twirl, I gotta see.
Okay, I'll turn around. I just have a long train.
I don't know why you say you didn't look good. You look good.
Thank you. You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Aww. Are you eating gum?
No, I'm not even going.
Oh, it looks like you are.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
This is our first step towards our journey.
Oh, we're going up. Okay, hold on. Let me grab my dress.
Gotta cross over to freedom. Yes.
Whoever started that freedom thing, oh my gosh.
To freedom.
Okay.
All right. So for that question, it's actually pretty hard for me because I don't listen to a lot of romantic songs. It's more like hip hop and more like rap. It's not like romantic based. So, but then there is one song that I have listened to before, and every time I listen to it, it always makes me think about Kabao, and it's "What It Beats For" by Jared Lee. Should I elaborate more on that?
No. That's good. That's good.
I feel like I should add like an explanation behind it.
Hit It in the Morning by J. Cole.
So my favorite memory of Kabao is actually not a good one. It's not a good or bad one, but it's kind of funny. So this is the memory that always reminds me of her and us, was when we were in high school and it was Valentine's Day and we were gonna go out to the movies. And then we got there and then I was short a few dollars, but I had enough to get one ticket. And my friend was already inside and he was watching the movie already. And we were texting him and he didn't pick up. And then at the time we were in high school, so we couldn't drive, so my brother dropped me off. And then we were trying to get a hold of him, but my dumb self could have just bought one ticket, went inside, asked him for some more money, and then come back and buy another ticket, but I didn't think about that. So instead, and this was on Valentine's Day too, so it was snowing out, or there was snow out. So we didn't watch the movie, we just walked home. And she was okay with it the whole time. I was like, man, I feel so bad that we went to the movies and we didn't watch the movie and we had to walk home. But she was okay with it. She wasn't like sad or anything. She didn't make a big deal of it. So I was like, damn, that's like, this is the one for real. There's not any other girl, she would have probably tripped out like, oh, what the fuck, you know? But yeah, I'd say that's my most memorable moment of her.
My favorite memory of Tony is our first time traveling together, which was to Duluth, Minnesota. That was my first time traveling out with him, out from where we stay in Minneapolis. So that was super memorable, and it was just great being able to explore with each other for the first time and just really enjoy each other's company and explore northern Minnesota.
I would say yes and no. And the reason why I said yes was because that's just the type of person I am. Whatever I go through in life, like if it's a breakup or, you know, something traumatic in my life, I always have to push through. So that's why I say yes. Even if she leaves me, I'll have to keep on living. So I'm not gonna give up on life just because something changes in life that's traumatic. You know, you're gonna live. You have to fight through everything. But then I'll say no because she's a big part of my life. And missing that part in my life would be like maybe a little bit too traumatic because we've been together for so long. And that's why I would say no.
I can't imagine myself without Tony. He helps make me a better person. I think that without him, I wouldn't be who I am today because he's played such a huge role in my life. He's contributed so much to how I see things, how I form my opinions when I think about certain things. And even to today, like he's still continually challenging me to be a better person and build better habits.
I can say more, but I didn't think I could fit all my love into words. So I love you, Kabao Lee, and I will continue to love you for the rest of my life.
You're so sweet. These are the sweetest words he's ever said to me.
Special occasion only.
Loving you is the greatest part of my life, and I cannot imagine my future without you. I love you, Kortal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't top yours.
No, you definitely topped mine.
Oh
Oh my God!
This is the first time proposing to him. Should I go on one knee?
It doesn't fit.
Tony, I just want to let you know that I am so proud of you. I think that you're such an amazing person. You're so resilient. Thank you for loving me and choosing me. I'm so glad to be a part of your life and so happy that you continue to keep me in your life and explore new things, experience new things together. Just always remember that I love you, and no matter what, even though we'll go through multiple changes, I know that we'll be together and that we will always centralize our views with God first and using that as our love language, as remembering that we always have to show love to one another, and that's something I really appreciate about you.
Okay, Kabao, I want to say I love you so much. I didn't think it would go this far, to be honest. It's always been my dream to marry my high school sweetheart, and for that to happen, it's crazy. And I love you very much, and I'm grateful for you. Love you forever.